2 years ago, my mother and I decided to get tattoos. And I kind of wanted to surprise her, so I didn't tell her what I was going to get. And what do you know, just like mothers do, she worried. And it ended up coming out, it says family over everything, and she loved it. But my dad, on the other hand, he's not a big tattoo guy, so he was a little bit on edge, but that's what dads are for too. Ever since getting this tattoo, I know that whenever I'm feeling down or just having some bad thoughts or struggling even, I can literally just look down at my tattoo and say, my family has me through thick and thin. They always have my back. And the majority of people that are born with two parents, but we have to realize that some people aren't so lucky. And that's why we have to be grateful for everything that they do and just our family in general. And we all can understand the importance of a father and a mother that are going to break their backs or do anything for you. And even if that means just working overtime to get by and stuff like that, we have to be appreciative. And that's why family is supposed to be full of unconditional love, and they're supposed to be able to support you and break your backs and do anything for you, just like mine does. That leads me into my first point. So they support me through anything. When I was in high school, I had a youth apprenticeship. It was through the Manitowoc company, Manitowoc Cranes, and it ended up getting canceled, and it really sucked. But the definition of a youth apprenticeship is an apprenticeship is a valuable work-based learning opportunity that can provide you with academic workplace skills that lead to post-secondary education opportunities and careers. Now, the reason this is such a big deal is because youth apprenticeships can lead to a job right out of high school. It could lead to that employer possibly even giving you money for tuition and maybe even paying the full thing. So you could be coming out of high school, going to school, and coming right back to a job where you're starting off at $60,000, $70,000, and that's amazing in Wisconsin. So it was a really big deal. It really hit home, and my mom was there with me every step of the way. She always had my back. She actually even knew before me. Across the bottom of the news screen one morning, flashed across the screen that the Manitowoc company was moving, and she kind of knew that it was coming, that I wasn't going to have a job there. And she was just there to kind of wipe away the tears. And another example is the ACT. I didn't score the highest, but I have a statistic here that says the average score is 20.8 in Wisconsin. That's from ACT Prep. And I scored higher than that, but from talking with teachers and things like that, I kind of know that you need something a little bit higher, maybe around a 25 to get into the decent schools in Wisconsin. And I didn't really hit that mark, and that's why it really hurt. And my parents were there to help me practice and try and get a better score. And that was awesome because I know that they'll break their backs for me. And this kind of became clear in my childhood because we're not the richest family. We were never looked upon as being one of the rich families. And it didn't stop my parents from taking every opportunity to try and take us on vacations or buy us the latest and greatest of anything. And it just meant the world to me, and I honestly can't even explain it. It kind of brings me to tears. But I just wanted to point out a couple of facts here. According to the U.S. Census, in 2017, the Wisconsin average income was around $60,000. Now, I know we have a little bit more than that, but this stat says, according to CNN Money, parents spend around $240,000, not including college, raising their children. Now, that's insane. And me being 20 years old and still living at home, I'm still eating for free. I'm still living there for free. And I know what that means to them. And for them to still love me unconditionally and show me support and break their backs means the world. And in conclusion, I just want to bring back how my family supported me. They were there for me when I lost my youth apprenticeship. They were there for me when I did bad on a test. And it could be any test that your parents are there for. It doesn't have to be as big as the ACT. They're just there to support you, and you don't even ask them to do it. And I know that my parents are still going to break their backs for me too, because like I said, I always had nice things, even though when we didn't have the best and not even a lot of money. And I know that they love me. So that's why I want to leave you with this question. When is the last time you thanked their parents for the sacrifices they made? And if you can't remember, you need to go back and say thank you. Thank you.